Hello, Master Manifestors. Welcome back to MethodMuse, where we talk about science based manifestation methods and concepts. Today, we're talking about friction as feedback. What is friction? Does it ever seem like you're getting reverse manifestations, like obstacles in your path, or just any situations that are like counter opposite of what you intended? You set an intention and something happens is like completely opposite of what you said. Like, I didn't order this. So, how is this type of friction? This is physical reality showing you where your state still needs alignment. Contrary outcomes, like opposite outcomes, they come from internal resistance and external mismatch. Things like unexpected bills when you're manifesting money. They're basically telling you your brain is still scanning for evidence of lack, and you need to turn your attention to evidence of abundance to train your reticular activating system, your brain, to do things differently because it's used to doing it in a specific way. You're used to being stressed out every time a bill comes, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Or, every time you thought of it, it would stress you out and it would bother you. So that's sort of built into your entire system, and you've got to work that out. And every time you see something manifesting, especially if it's something sudden and surprising and like synchronistic, but in a, normally you think of it as a bad way, try to see it as like, oh, I am manifesting something. It's trying to tell me where I need to make adjustments so I can actually turn it around. And I've seen it, turn around as fast as like minutes, hours. It doesn't have to take that long, but it can take a while to let things, rework themselves. And in the meantime, you need to just keep showing yourself evidence of abundance in any area that you can. Because no matter what you're wanting an abundance of something. You want more awareness, expansion of experience of something. And that's why you have development delays. Your intentions, they introduce these updates to your identities to expand that awareness and have that experience. But, the dopamine levels naturally drop if we don't see evidence right away. Some studies show it drops within as little as like a few minutes. Like if we don't see, this dream car in like a couple of minutes, we get this dopamine drop that is like it deters that motivation. And it's just a natural part of our system because it's geared towards instant gratification. But you can adjust that, you can satisfy that, I should say. You can satisfy that by noticing what already gives you the same feeling that thing, like, you think it would give you. Like, you want more of this feeling, you want more love, you want more connection, you want more freedom, security, safety, whatever it is that you're trying to feel more of, you're trying to fulfill through this physical state. This is what you need to be focusing on having. You don't have to worry about having the physical thing. You don't have to convince your mind that you have the physical thing if you don't see the physical thing, but you can have the experience right now. And delays can manifest if like your state isn't ready and you just revert back to the old program. Mm, And the thing is, the key is to feel fulfilled over and over again in different ways. To keep looking for fulfillment until you develop just a general state of fulfillment so that even deeply held beliefs and identities that don't go out easy, even those will start to loosen and become more flexible, and your awareness will open up. And that's what you really want. You want your awareness to open up so you can have that experience in the physical. You just have to have it in your state first. So, this is where resistance resonance comes in. How do you stop resisting the resistance? Because it feels like it's this cycle of resisting and attaching and, "Oh, where is it? And why don't I have it yet? And I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't." You see how this goes? Yeah. And then your emotions get all involved and they just keep reinforcing that you don't have it. And then something physical manifests, proving that you don't have it. And you just keep getting more and more upset about it. That's okay. This is what you do when that happens. It's totally okay for it to happen. When you try to disprove a deeply held belief, you're going to have emotional responses. So just observe how it feels in your body. Let that emotion be there. Let that frustration and those thoughts of impatience and frustration do absolutely nothing about it, but watch and just see what they're saying. And as long as they're not constantly cycling over and over again, because you just want to keep running the interrupt. Say, no, these aren't the thoughts that I want anymore. But sometimes the easiest thing, especially if you're in high emotion, is just to get to the neutral state, and then you can kind of turn in reverse. It makes me think of that scene on Titanic when they tried to turn this whole giant ship around way too fast. And yeah, that wasn't going to happen. They weren't going to slow down that fast when you're moving that fast in the water already. You need a little bit of time to just breathe it through to get through it. And then you can open up and start adding mental stories of abundance. Say, yes, this is true. I am frustrated because of this, but also I have this. I still have this, and this, and this, and this. And find all the ways that you're abundant. I still can get up and walk in the morning. I can breathe. I can think. I can use the internet. There are all kinds of things that, you can be grateful for and be happy for. And the gratitude, it's not just like this feel good, it does feel good, but it puts you in that state of openness, of knowing, of feeling, that state of assumption, that state of being. And friction, it frees up your energy too from fleeting fancies because it focuses you on faithfulness. Because what you are faithful to is faithful to you. What you are mentally and emotionally faithful to, that's what's faithful to you. That's what will come back to you. That's what resonates. That's your signal. Whatever you're faithful to, whatever you keep reinforcing and saying, yes, it's here. I'm gonna have it. It's cool. It's part of my story. I'm just experiencing the story, moving up to it. And I already have it in a million ways because what you're really looking for is the feeling, that interpretation of sensation of your state that tells you have that triggers your reward system in your brain. That's what you're looking for. So I hope this has helped you understand a little bit more about friction and not resisting resistance, resonating with it, opening up to delays, and starting to see the whole process a little bit differently. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and sign up for the Method Muse newsletter in the description below.